This is why I can't have nice things.
Yep.
Welcome back to the Talking Average Fitness Podcast. My name is Sam Burns. I'm joined, as always, by my multi sport capable human weapon designing friend, Mr. Kevin McCarthy. Kevin, how are you today, sir?
I'm doing wonderful, Sam. Yeah, doing good. I'm a little bit messed up because our class workout today was, um, if you guys want to get messed up, 2 rounds, 40 dumbbell snatch, 80 double under, 1200 meter run.
40 dumbbell snatch, 80 double unders, 1200 meter run.
Yeah, 2 rounds.
2 rounds. Gross.
Yeah, yeah,
No reason not to send it.
yeah. Get wrecked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the cap workout today? Was for total time, row 250 meters, rest 1 minute, row 500, rest two, row 1K, rest four, row 500, rest two, row 250.
That kind of workout's just like, all right, you sit down the row and you're like, how much do I hate myself today?
Right?
Uh,
Yeah. The way I sold it to people was like, this is the monostructural equivalent of like a 1-3-5-3-1 deadlift.
Ooh, I like that.
Right?
I like that little
Yeah.
descriptor for yeah. Um, I mean, we can go down the rabbit hole talking
Let's
about
not lose our yes.
workouts. Yeah,
We're gonna talk about something else. We're
we're gonna talk about some
we're gonna
shit,
talk about some
people.
shit. We're gonna talk about how CrossFit things are gonna get very different for CrossFit
Mm,
affiliate owners very, very quickly.
very soon, very, very quickly.
Yeah.
A lot
So
quicker than people. Speaking of, it's Mr. Newly affiliate owner
I
Sam
know.
Burns.
Well, yeah. So I mean, what's funny about that is I don't have anything they want, right? So like
Well,
I
right.
affiliated
It's
my
it's
garage.
different. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have anything they want, and more importantly, I don't need them, right?
Right.
So that's the luxury of being a small private service is I have no additional rent as an overhead cost. I have no additional electricity as an overhead cost.
No.
I don't
Yeah.
pay
No
for
additional
leads.
equipment. You have no. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like
So
I need one of everything, and I can do all of that like in the comfort of my own home. So that's great. Like it's it's a wonderful position to be in. That is
mhm.
not the position of 99.999% of affiliate owners. They've got brick and mortars. They've got mostly terrible leases that they are,
Yep.
locked into for 3 to 5
Horrible.
years. And they've got the coaches who are some who are part-time, some who are full-time, who are looking to make a living wage, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
And they can't pay them
Yep.
more than a certain amount because it's expensive to rent a
Mm-hmm.
space and have electricity and heat and cool it and you know
Taxes,
oh my god, everything. Just it's
the
it's a
whole,
lot. And
and then
and
one of your rowers breaks, and you're like, I swear to fucking Christ.
oh
Like,
it's hard.
yeah.
And so it's a common thing in the affiliate owner space to hear someone be like, so I pay $3,000 a year to be
Mm-hmm.
an affiliate. That's the cost that affiliate owners pay. Some
Yep.
people are grandfathered into a very like a if they were like an original affiliate, they might pay
Of
500 bucks.
2005. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And if they're grandfathered in, fantastic. I'm happy for them. But for those affiliates who pay $3,000, a commonly heard phrase is, "What do I get for my money?" Well, like they want more. They want more from HQ, and
Mm-hmm.
part of that is they view other affiliates as competition. They view the affiliate down the road who runs things differently and quote unquote worse as somebody who's doing it poorly.
Yeah. I'm
They
above you. Let me, like, from my ivory tower, throw lightning bolts from a mountaintop that I'm
right.
better than them. And oh yeah, I had a
Oh yeah.
conversation with well, I had like at our 4:30 p.m. class the other day, and this blew
Mm-hmm.
people's minds that I was like that I'm thinking about it this way. Um, couple members that like you have a really good relationship with, and they're just like giving me crap. They're like,
Oh
oh,
sure,
like this,
like your friends
this,
do.
yeah, oh yeah, this, that, the other. And I was like, that's sweet, man. Like, if you don't like what I'm doing here, like
Yeah.
CrossFit Daybreak's up the street,
Yeah.
and like literally 5 minutes away,
Yeah.
maybe. And they said that they're like, well, what do you like? Why are you promoting to the gym? I'm like, well, they do a good job.
Yeah.
Like as far as I know, like Mel Lockerbie still owns it.
Mm-hmm.
Seminar staff homie, like knows the deal, develops good coaches. Like
Yeah.
I haven't been to their gym, but I would, based on the fact of just who owns it and their background, I would wager that they do a good job.
Yeah,
So like
they get your
if
vote of
we're
confidence.
I was like, if we're not doing it here, go try over there.
Yeah,
And people in class were like
dumbfounded.
dumbfounded that I was like, go try over there. They're like, what do you mean? And I was like, well, let me phrase it this way. Number one, we're not competing with them. Like
Yeah,
they've got their people, we've got our people. I'm only competing with them if the market I'm trying to serve is people that already do CrossFit in Sudbury.
amen.
Because if I'm targeting people that already do CrossFit in Sudbury, then that pool now becomes 300 people,
Sure.
and you're just fighting for those 300 people.
Yeah.
If I broaden my horizons to people that don't already do CrossFit, there's no competing.
None.
There's 80,000 people.
Yeah.
It's like
There's no
if
such thing
I
as
can't,
market saturation. Doesn't
no,
exist.
it's not a thing. There's so many people that you can reach if you want.
Yeah.
But so I'm like, they do it differently, we do it differently, the whole thing. I was like, I'm confident in the product that I provide, myself and Jack as the two full-time coaches, and
Yeah.
Tilt as a whole. Like I'm very confident in the product that we provide to our members and athletes. So much so that like, go try down the road, go try.
Yeah.
And go try this over there. Go try the F45 that's in the town square. Go try the Orange Theory that's 5 minutes away. Like, go try all these things. Go have a
Yeah.
go. I'm incredibly confident that 99.9% of people would find their way back and be like, yeah, I didn't know how good we had it. Like, this is the deal. And but then again, if you go, and I was like, if you go to Daybreak or you go to Orange Theory and you were like, this is my shit. I love it. It's the best. And I know we chuckle like kind of in jest, but like seriously, if you go to somewhere else that's not an affiliate and you're like, I like this better,
Good.
then awesome. Like,
Yes.
all I want as a coach and fitness professional is I want as many people as possible to be fit and happy and healthy and be able to go forth and be awesome. And if that's not at my gym, then I don't want to force you to be here and be miserable. Go where you're going to be happy. Go where you're going to go make progress and do the thing and enjoy yourself, because it should be enjoyable.
If it's the choice between losing you as a customer and having you because you don't do it with me and so you choose not to do it, having you be a more miserable, less healthy, more dependent upon medication and doctors version of yourself, I will always take losing you as a customer over that.
Yep, 1,000%. And so like I explained that to people in class and they were like, oh, like that's a really like interesting way to look at it. Someone's like, oh, it's a very like kind of mature way to do it. I'm like, well, it's like, it's if CrossFit is a community and we want to say like it is a community, then that's like the whole community. It's not just like each gym. And and I'm just like, again, using names because they're like, not to pick on like Tilt or Daybreak, but it's like, if the people at CrossFit Tilt, it's like, it's not like it's CrossFit Tilt versus CrossFit Daybreak. It's like, we have a whole community in this town of Sudbury of people that like, the gyms can do events together. Like, if Daybreak's hosting an event, let's go support them. And then I would hope that if we host an event, Daybreak come support us. Like that can and should be the way it happens. And if this is going to sound mean, but I'm going to say it, if most affiliate owners get their head out their ass and like realize that, I feel like the business aspect of things starts to become a lot easier and less stressful.
Yeah, there was there's a great Glassman quote. He was interviewed by someone who was talking about business, and he said it is a sign of a poverty of spirit that would have me hating an affiliate for being successful.
Yeah,
like an affiliate that is doing something and being successful has something to teach me. You know?
And that's so hard. If you own an affiliate and you're like, and I'm just going to use numbers. If I have 100 members and the gym down the road has 200 members, not saying like, go try and poach their members, but like, go learn from them. Like, go be like, hey man, you're fucking smashing it. Like, what are you doing for your lead generation? What are you doing for member retention work? What do you like? What's the secret sauce? Like, maybe you can learn something if they tell you like, hey, we've been teaching everybody backflips and everyone has been absolutely loving learning
bonkers
backflips.
for backflips.
Yeah, they're bonkers for backflips. And you're like, not sure if that would work. Then you don't need to like be like copy paste what they're doing into your gym, because that's probably not going to work.
Not a great
that's the
plan.
beauty of the affiliate model, is that each gym can operate differently and have
Yeah.
their own secret sauces.
Yeah.
But there's absolutely nothing that says that you can't go, like, reach out to another affiliate owner, go have coffee with them. Hey, man,
Mm-hmm.
what have you been doing that's working for you? This is what I'm doing that's working for me. Because
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, the more people we have in the affiliates and doing CrossFit, the more people are getting the life-changing help that they need.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the ultimate goal, you know,
Yeah.
not like, oh, hey, I have 3 more members than you, so fuck you, buddy. I must be doing it better.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways.
No, I, I agree. I agree. The problem is if you polled, so we have 5,000 affiliates in America. Let's keep it to America because,
It
dollars
just,
in English
yep,
just makes my life
yep,
easier.
yep.
If you polled all 5,000,
Mm-hmm.
4,000 of them, maybe 4,500, would say, I sell CrossFit, and every time I try to sell CrossFit, I'm competing with the gym down the road, right?
Mm.
And they're confused about A, what they
Well,
sell,
yep.
and B, who their target audience is, right?
Yes. But like, to be clear, like, we understand the line of logic. If you're like, I am CrossFit gym,
Yes,
I sell CrossFit, they sell CrossFit, therefore we are
competing.
competitors.
Yes.
It's like, I understand where that line of thinking comes from
Yeah.
and why it is so prevalent. And you're probably right that 90% of affiliates think that way.
The other thing that they say this word, and it's my opinion that it's wielded incorrectly. They say, "Oh, well, what sets us apart is our community."
Oh,
So
yeah, go ahead.
first of all, no. And the reason I say no is because every community is different. So you can't say that, like, your community is a thing that sets you apart. Your community is different
Yeah,
by
it's
virtue of you
unique,
being you. It's yeah,
but each gym has a community. So just having a community doesn't that's not what sets you apart, because I can leave this affiliate and go find a community over there.
right, right, right. But that is also the secret weapon because an affiliate being unique, being its own space with its own people and its own culture, is going to attract like-minded individuals, and that's a good
Mm-hmm.
thing because what that means is, what's the Daybreak is the other place.
Yep.
The people who are looking for a vibe like Tilt
Mm-hmm.
are not going to want to go to Daybreak. The
Right.
people who are looking for a vibe like Daybreak, it
Yep.
would be bad if they went to Tilt.
Yeah, it's just not
They
going to
wouldn't
jive. Yeah,
exactly,
it's
and
not going
like
to happen. It's
the assumption that Daybreak and Tilt are so similar that they're competing it's not accurate because
so statistically unlikely.
well, and more importantly, like in terms of talking about the business, Daybreak is looking to talk about their culture and what they do and why they do it, right? And Tilt is looking to talk about their culture and what they do and why they do it. And if they do that, it becomes
Mm-hmm.
very apparent very quickly that it's not about trying to be more attractive than one gym or another. It's about being genuine. And if you can be genuine and then stop limiting yourself to everybody who already does CrossFit,
Yeah.
then all of a sudden you blow the doors wide open and you're not
Yeah.
limited to anything. And you will
Yeah.
find the people you need to. The other side of the coin is very few gyms have run into this, but there is a cap on how many people can effectively be served at any given affiliate.
With the structure that currently, like,
Well, I
if
mean,
if you if you
fixed
want to
number of people
serve,
per class, fixed number of hours in the day, fixed number of coaches. Like, there's a limit. Like,
well,
it might
yeah,
be 300 people, but you're gonna like no CrossFit gym can have 400 people.
that's yeah. Unless you've got, yes. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna say yes because we
yeah,
could go down the minutia of everything. I'm just gonna say yes.
yeah. So there's an effective limit, and so the question,
Yeah.
like, everyone's like, oh, I need more people, need more people. What the fuck are you gonna do if you get those
Mm-mm.
people? Like,
No,
let's
you're
assume
gonna
things go
lose
right.
people because you're not gonna be able to serve them. If you're like,
Exactly.
if you're like, hey, I've got X amount of coaches, X amount of classes, and X amount of space, like, if you like, you can do easy math, right? If
Yeah.
your space, without like a barbell going through someone's head, like, if your space safely can fit 15 people
Yeah.
and you have 8 classes per day, That's
Yep.
easy fucking math
Yeah.
as to like how many people you can serve. And sure, you can like go down the minutia of like, oh, well, you can have 3 people show up at open gym at 2:45 p.m. Whatever. Like
Right.
you have a limit of like how many people you can serve with your coaches, with your space, with your like the whole thing.
So this is good because all of this serves to highlight a couple points. One, by and large, and I've spoken to enough affiliate owners to know that this is an accurate statement.
Mm-hmm.
Affiliate owners have no fucking clue what they sell and
Mm-hmm.
what they actually need, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you ask an affiliate owner, they're going to say, I need 50 leads, I need 100 leads. The question that comes after that, for example, and when we talk about leads, if you don't know sales, it's like 50 or 100 new member
Interested people.
prospects, exactly,
Yeah.
who you follow up with, might have a sit down and close them on a membership, right? 50 to 100 potential new memberships. What happens if you get them? Now, as an affiliate owner who coaches classes, cleans the bathrooms, opens the place, closes the place, does the book work, all that other stuff, now you have to follow up with 50 to 100 new humans.
Yeah.
You
And
you don't
let's just assume that you're a gym that like your effective limit is 150 members.
Sure.
And you're at 125. And you're
Yeah.
like, I need more members. So you add 100. Well, guess what?
What now?
75 people don't get served by you and then they
Yeah.
quit. And
Not
it's like, well, that
not in the way they could be.
right.
Yeah.
Um
So
yeah.
so obviously like all this is kind of meta big picture to a certain extent in the sense like we're looking above and beyond the we got to zoom out from the things that feel immediate, right? So
Mm-hmm.
we zoom out. Affiliate owners, it's hard to figure out what actually matters, right? It's hard to figure out what you actually need. We are bombarded and distracted as small business owners by concepts like I need more leads, like I need more engagement, I need more this, I need more that.
Mm-hmm.
And so there are any number of services being offered by any number of companies who will
Mm-hmm.
provide those things or versions of those things for a fee, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a marketplace for affiliate owners who want to outsource the responsibility for some of these things.
Mm-hmm.
Now, all of that in a roundabout way comes back to CrossFit, right? I pay $3,000. What does my $3,000 get me? Because I also have to pay for leads from this company. I got to pay this company for, my gym management software. I got to pay this company for blah, blah, blah. What does my $3,000 get me? So it's been talked about by a bunch of different people. Andrew Hiller, of course, has made an entire YouTube video. He poked a bunch of different holes at it.
Multiple YouTube videos.
Multiple YouTube videos. This new guy,
yeah.
Jay DeCoons. So Jay DeCoons made his bones and his money working for Bar previously and was successful enough with Bar. I believe that they were bought out and, to the tune of multiple millions of dollars profit, and is on camera in 4K.
Yeah.
At it's like 2008 or something like that, or 2018.
Yeah, I was going to say
saying
2018.
saying that CrossFit affiliates scare him and the ease with which people are
Yeah,
allowed to open CrossFit
CrossFit's
gyms.
unsafe,
Yeah.
and you shouldn't go. You shouldn't go to an affiliate.
Yeah. So this guy,
caught in 4K.
this guy is the new head of affiliates for all of CrossFit HQ.
Oh yeah.
So and he's gonna supplant Austin Malleolo.
Oh, was Austin the head of affiliates?
Austin was the director of affiliates, at least for North America. And,
okay. So yeah, Austin was the director for North America. I did know that. For North
but that's the thing is like Jay's come in and Jay wasn't hired, Jay was placed.
Yeah.
Right. And they got Don Fall's sign off. So there was no interview process. Like,
yep.
If there was an interview process, like the what do you call it?
I don't know.
The VC firm. The VC firm that that owns CrossFit, they hired him and they put him in there.
Yep.
Because CrossFit's hemorrhaging money. And
yeah.
What has been speculated pretty hard was that this guy worked at a company that sold franchises.
Mm-hmm.
The speculation is CrossFit is going to go the franchise model.
Mm-hmm.
And to bolster that theory, we have a couple of things. First, and Hiller made a whole video about this.
Oh yeah.
It was a survey that was sent to a bunch of affiliate owners.
From a third party.
Yes, from a third party, not from
Third
CrossFit.
party. Yeah, not from CrossFit. That'd be too obvious.
It would be too obvious, but it
It
also
got
was
pretty obvious if you answered the thing.
the right
'Cause
way.
I
Yeah.
think like because it was clearly made by CrossFit, but like when you went through it was like, do you own a gym? Yeah, what kind of
Yeah.
gym? CrossFit gym. And then it got like uber specific with things.
Yeah.
But it's a survey from a third party to affiliate owners.
Yeah.
Asking them all the
And
questions.
basically, yeah, and asking them things like, how would you rate the level of service that you get for your franchise or affiliate fee?
Mm-hmm.
What, based on what you get for your franchise or affiliate fee, what would you say is the benefit of that? What would you say is a detractor? For a
Mm-hmm.
given price point, what would you be?
What services do you want?
Yeah, like would you be
Kind of.
okay if at this price point you got these features? At this price point you got these features. And there was
That part of the
from
video exploded my brain because
why?
they're like it basically like the towards the end where he was like it was like this is the fee,
Yeah.
and then it kind of like listed the things that you get or didn't get, so it had
Yeah.
like the same categories, and it would either be like yes no yes no, like if you're comparing like a internet service providers, and they're
Yeah.
like our internet service provider does this and this, and then like
Yep.
this one does this but not these ones. It was
Yep.
like the same sort of idea, and you kind of like stack them. And just like one of the prices where it was like you pay 3,000 like, or no, it was extra. It was like you pay $4,000. This was the one that
Yeah.
made me laugh. Where it's
Yeah.
like you pay $4,000, you don't get to use the name CrossFit
Yeah.
in your gym or affiliate. You don't get to use the name for any of your marketing, anything, but you get $1,000 credit towards education. And I was like,
Yeah. For coaches.
that's the same. I was like, if you pay the $3,000 affiliate fee that it currently is, you get to use the name CrossFit, and you still have to pay $1,000 for education. It's like, so
Yes
you're
and
just
no.
already you're front loading the education.
Yes and no. The problem is for CrossFit, I can take advantage of the search engine optimization. I can take advantage of the SEO if
Yeah,
I use the name CrossFit. Like the
yeah.
name as a brand and as a search term is valuable.
Oh, 1,000%. So the
Sure.
thing that got me was the fact that like it costs more money.
Yeah.
The extra that it is, the $1,000 extra just gets like a credit for education.
Yeah.
So when you had to go redo your level 1 or pay for one of your coaches to go do level 2, like you're spending that money to CrossFit anyways.
Yeah.
But you don't get to use the name CrossFit. I was like, wait a fucking minute. Like
Yeah.
I'm paying more money and you don't get the anyways.
Yeah.
That
Well,
exploded my brain.
yeah, there was a bunch of stuff like that, and like there's a bunch of different iterations of it. There was versions of it like from $2,000, which is
To
less than what it currently is,
$8,000.
all the way up to $8,000. I have heard suggestions of as high as $30,000.
What?
So think of it this way: imagine the ultimate version of a thing, right? Imagine
I
a
don't know what to do right now with my
a
hands.
a CrossFit. How do I want to say this? A a CrossFit like licensed or gold standard affiliate, something like that. It would be some top tier
Sure.
something or other.
You are the affiliate that
Yeah, exactly.
put you on a pedestal.
You get CrossFit and all of its corporate marketing to do your marketing. They do your social media. They do your advertising in Facebook and Google Ads. They have a whole funnel, so they generate your leads. They will qualify them. They'll put them through the funnel. They'll book your calls for you, and all you got to do is like take people and close the deal. And like, so like,
How are they? This is like this not, but like how in the flying fuck
yeah,
would CrossFit HQ pull that off? Because they have about 5 employees at the moment. It's a team of 5 people doing the fucking shit. So
this is why they charge 10 times the amount. So
well, so, okay,
at that
so
point,
like
hang on.
so I pay $30,000,
Uh-huh.
and you're just gonna like it, but you're gonna need so like they're gonna have to scale that operation to such a, what are you like shaking your head at me
It's
for?
automated.
Well, so I know it's automated, but I'm like, I don't, like right now, having just
Yeah.
heard that number, because
Yeah.
I'm sure this was something that was thrown, like you've heard. I had not heard a $30,000 number. I saw $8,000 and
Sure.
just
Sure.
about shat myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
This is an
um,
example. This is an
this,
example.
yes,
Yeah.
but so like for $30,000, and you're like, they're literally going to do the whole thing for you.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't see a world in which CrossFit HQ does that
Yeah.
for each individual affiliate. I
It,
don't see, or at least a way that it's done without royally fucking it up. And CrossFit Tilt's Instagram post ends up on CrossFit Daybreak social media.
yeah.
You know,
So,
if you're going
yeah.
to automate the fuck out of everything.
The parts that would be automated would be the things that are non-unique, right? So, and like part of this, and this was asked, I was in Texas recently. I was at the South Central Affiliate Summit.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that was asked was, because okay, so Jay DeCoons
Mm-hmm.
spoke at this affiliate summit. So there's Austin Malleolo who's spoken at all of them, and then
Yep.
tagged onto the end of Austin was Jay. And so Jay gets up and he does his spiel, and he basically he's like, yeah, we're looking at some opt-in tiers, some opt-in structures. This is what he called it. So it's they never said the word franchise except when
Mm-hmm.
Chase Ingram got up after the fact and said, "We're not doing a franchise." You know, nobody said anything about a franchise. We're not doing a franchise. Well, motherfucker, if you've got
It's a
buy-in
bad word.
tiers, yeah.
Yeah.
If you
It's a
got
franchise.
tiers where you can pay more money and get more support,
Yeah,
that's
and get
a
more. That's
franchise.
fucking franchise. It's
Exactly.
uh,
So he talked about some of the things that they were going to offer. We could do this. We could do that. We could do this. And like one of the things that was asked was like, can you guarantee me a territory? If at a
Ooh.
certain amount, can I be the only CrossFit within X number of miles
Wow.
in
That like I
Texas?
into in fucking Texas. There's 2 different time zones in Texas.
So hang on, hang on. This is what I'm talking about. Imagine a level of service where
I don't want to.
the only option, you Google CrossFit near me, one name comes up.
That's well. So the thing that's I'm like
Kev's getting
I
heated.
like I I'm so angry.
Hang
Because
on.
I'm just okay. I keep telling you
So
things and then just
now,
mm-hmm.
now they don't need to sell this. This will never be, by the way, this will never be the offer. It will always be tiers, right? But at that point, one affiliate becomes as valuable as 10 affiliates.
Yeah,
And
but one
so
affiliate can't serve as many people as 10 affiliates.
they're not worried about that.
I know CrossFit isn't worried about it, but like the affiliates fucking should be. Like the people that actually stand for something should be.
And now we get to the point of the argument where it's you've got of the 5,000 affiliate owners,
Mm-hmm.
4,000 or 4,500 holding their hands out and saying, please help me.
Yeah.
Because they're staring their books, they're staring at their books and they're looking at
It's
the
a
money they
bunch
take
of
in,
red.
a bunch of red.
A
You
bunch
know,
of red lines.
I got to pay these coaches. I got to pay this lease. Some of these people lease their equipment. So like they don't actually own the equipment, right? And so it's just red on their books and
Yeah.
they want more. And what some of them look at is, oh, for just a little bit more per year, I get a lot more support. Oh, and maybe just a little
Well,
bit
so
here, I get a lot more.
but so here's the thing is like, and again, this may sound mean. I don't really care at this point. If you're an affiliate owner, like you as an affiliate owner, I have opened CrossFit Kevin.
Yeah.
The world is my oyster. I'm in Sudbury, Massachusetts. I'm just going to use it. There's
Kevin,
80,000 people.
Kevin,
Yeah.
you can't talk about this.
No, what do you mean I can't talk about this?
You okay.
Yeah.
Do you know Plato's allegory of the cave?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Really quick,
Yeah.
do you want to
Yeah.
regurgitate it for everybody all 7 people who might listen to this?
Oh God, I'm gonna fuck this up. So it's
See?
basically like that. So no. So it's I know what it is, but I'm probably gonna
It's
like
gonna
mix
get real
my
funny
words
real
up.
quick.
It's gonna get amazing. So, philosophy 101.
Yep.
Um,
Rene
so
Descartes.
in the allegory of the cave,
Yep.
there's a man in the cave.
Uh-huh.
and all he can see is the
Uh-huh.
shadows on the wall. And so his perception of the world is just, this is what it is, because it's
Right.
all I can see is the shadows on the wall. So that must be what the world is. And then as
Sure.
soon as he gets to step outside of the cave,
The things that
he
are
sees
making the shadows on
the
the
things
wall.
that are making the shadows on the wall
Yeah.
are not what they appeared to be when they were shadows on the wall.
Right. So you're the guy who's, I don't know why I have that. You're the guy who stepped out of the
Just
cave
throwing a
already.
wrench at me, just fucking flinging a wrench.
I got stuff on my desk. I
Fucking
fidget.
hell.
So you're the guy who stepped out of the cave, Kevin.
I know.
We're talking about 4,000 business owners,
I
4,500
know.
video.
Yeah.
What they see on the wall is reality.
No, but so no, so you didn't let me get to my point. So like, so
Okay.
my point was gonna be, it's like I was gonna start somewhere and like go the long way, but I'm just gonna
Okay.
skip
Okay.
steps.
Okay.
So my point was going to be that you have 4,500 affiliate owners who are holding
Yes.
their hand out and saying, "Help me,"
Yes.
and then all they see is, for a little bit extra money, I get this from CrossFit.
Yes.
That also assumes that they're gonna take this from CrossFit and fucking do something with it.
Yeah.
Do more than what they've already done with a little bit more freedom. And
Right.
again, I understand that I'm in a
Yeah.
position where like I've seen life outside the cave. We're going to use
Mhm.
that analogy.
Yep.
But they're like, okay, cool. I pay more money
Yep.
from my already read books.
Yep.
And that's assuming that like, okay, I've paid more money. I get the thing, that they then know what to do with the thing.
Right.
It's like, okay, I have the thing. I have more read in my books.
Yeah.
Now what?
Yeah.
And it's like, someone still needs to show them how to step outside the cave. And I don't know that that's going to be CrossFit, because they're like, I've already got Sam's $30,000. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. It's not going to be CrossFit.
Well, so that's my point. that's my beef, is like CrossFit right now is like, hey, we're like, from everything that I've heard and seen and what you've just said, is they're like,
Yeah.
okay, I pay them $30,000, and they're, again, I'm just arbitrary
Yeah.
numbers. I pay
Yeah.
them $30,000,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Here's all of this. It's done for you." And I sit
Yep.
there, I'm like, "Okay, here's all of this. The fuck do I do with it?" And now I'm 30 grand lighter
Yeah.
from my already, let's 50 grand in debt.
Yeah.
I'm now 80 grand in debt, and I
Mhm.
have this thing, but I don't know how to use it. And so now I'm sitting here like, but CrossFit's like, already cashed his check.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
we
so
gave you the thing. We fulfilled our part of the bargain. And this affiliate owner's like, fuck.
Also, yes and no. So, I mean, the idea is at that price point, they would take over a significant percentage. Like you'd have an affiliate concierge, let's call it, right? And
Austin,
yeah, Austin, yeah, dude, no,
you get unlimited access to the fucking Mallow. Let's go.
you
I,
at that price point, you're
yeah,
going to be integrated into a system that CrossFit's going to hire a company. That company is going to do. It's going to be some combination of push press,
yeah,
HSN, something or other,
yeah.
right?
No, and I get that.
So then you don't actually do
Continue.
anything. Like
No, I
they
know.
do
But
the
so like,
things.
I'm just.
I know
This
what you
is
mean.
where
I know
like
what you mean.
this is where Sam and I butt heads. Is like, is we know what we mean, but it also pisses Sam off a little bit that like my example is like exaggerating to make a point. So like I understand like at 30,000, like
Yeah.
someone's like fully taken over your whatever, and it kind of
Yeah.
like just like it's set and squared away. But like, but what I'm getting at is like, if you're affiliate owners are going to pay more money, because let's just
Yeah.
let, again, if we're coming back to, you have 4,500 affiliate owners that are
Yeah.
like cap in hand, help me.
Yeah.
How many of them have fucking 30,000 in said cap to be like, here's 30,000 to help me?
Yeah. I
Most of
think
them are
what.
just gonna like, let me try and pay this, like whatever the lower tier is, $10,000.
Yeah.
And they're like, cool, here's the affiliate playbook that was already on .com for fucking free. Here you
Yeah.
go, do the thing.
Yeah.
It's like, well, it's already there for free for people that want it. And
Yeah.
but also like,
Oh, but it's behind a paywall now.
is it the playbook behind
The affiliate
behind
playbook is behind a paywall.
Okay, well, you snooze, you lose, I guess. Okay, but but that's
Yeah.
my point. It was there. It was there for the taking, for you to like take and read it. But then again, you take it, you read it. Even if you were to pay, I don't know how much it costs now, but like,
It's
because how
baked into your
informed I
affiliate
am.
fee. Like Cap, you get it as an affiliate.
Oh well, then all right then. So like, let's, for all intents and purposes, let's call it free.
Okay.
Because you pay your affiliate fee,
Uh-huh.
like you get the programming, the movement demos, and coaching resources,
That's
and
great.
the affiliate playbook.
It's
Great.
a wonderful set of resources.
It's a wonderful set of resources. It's
Uh-huh.
phenomenal.
Uh-huh.
But again, you have to know what to do with it.
No, you don't. You just have to do what they tell you.
Well, right. Okay, sorry. Let me phrase it again. Here's where Sam I say something, Sam's like, I know what you're saying, but you didn't use the words I like.
No, I don't know what you're saying. I take you
You
at
have
your word.
okay, fine. So if you're the affiliate owner, you get the affiliate playbook.
Yeah.
It's not you have to know what to do with it. You have to, let me rephrase a more accurate whatever. You
Thank you.
have to be able to look at this
Uh-huh.
and then go take action with it. Go do
Yes.
something. You
Yes.
have to have the whatever to be like, okay, I have the thing. I
Yep.
now have to go do the thing.
Yes.
It's the doing, the going from the having to the doing. That's the
Yes.
problem.
Yes, it is.
Does that
It's a
work for you?
hundred. Yes, that is beautiful, and I love you. You're the most beautiful human being next to my wife and my two kids. So
God fucking damn it. If anyone wants an insight on like how me and Sam's like business calls go, again, with the many hats that we wear to each other, we have like friends, we have like technically Sam is my boss, but also like we're, code, work with, mentor each other. We also
yep.
do a podcast. We also like, we have many, if anyone wants an insight on like how our business calls go, is this. I'll say one
Yes.
thing, Sam goes, is that exactly what you mean? And I go, fuck off. This is what I mean. Like, God damn.
So so here's the thing though. Here's the thing though. Again, coming back to this is the Kevin who's walked outside of the cave, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to put you on the hot seat a little bit here, right?
Okay, hit me. Yeah, I'm here. My seat is hot. I have a space heater. Let's go.
In February,
Yeah.
you and I had a discussion,
Yes.
right? Do you mind if I
hmm
share the details of that discussion here?
Not at all. I
Okay,
put it all out there. Let's go.
cool. In February, we
Yeah.
talked about the difficulty of being a coach in an affiliate environment. And I'm talking specifically financially, right?
Yes.
For the value that coaches are able to offer, because not all
hmm
coaches offer the same level of value, but for the value that
hmm
coaches are able to offer, the
hmm
compensation is not great. And
Yep.
part of that is perceived value. Part of that is the businesses are not often healthy enough to pay those coaches that wage. There's a bunch of different factors, but and
hmm
so Kevin confided in me that he's like, my wife Sammy and we're looking to have kids at some point. This is how much
hmm
I make at the affiliate, and like I if we want to have kids, I got to stop coaching so that I can go get a real job, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
And
Those were my exact words, I'm pretty sure. Like,
something similar, yeah.
yeah.
And through all of this, like talking with you, I've learned you're a former semi-pro soccer player,
hmm
and I said to myself, Kevin is a former semi-pro soccer player who lives in a,
Densely populated
a
area.
densely populated, relatively wealthy area. And so I said, Kevin, why aren't you charging $250 an hour to coach like young soccer phenoms in Newton
Like
or
private
wherever?
sessions.
Private
Yeah.
sessions.
Yeah.
And all I heard on the other end was like,
Static.
what? Like
Was
I could hear his brain falling apart, right?
yeah, the smoke.
Now, there are some people who do things like this already, right? So the
Yes.
value you are capable of providing is much greater.
Yes.
It still, like you
hmm
knew. How long did it take you before you did? How long did it take you before you took action?
So what are we defining taking at? Like, at what point?
You got a glimpse of a future that where you could take an active role in creating value and being rewarded for it, and you saw the path. This is what it would look like to generate revenue for myself, right? To create
Yes.
something that's more valuable. How long did it take you from the moment where you were made aware that that was a possibility and you
hmm
saw the path for it to you actually took action and did something? How long did that take?
Well, so again, didn't answer my question.
Yeah.
Like, at what point, like, so again, we'll like, I'm cool to put all my stuff out there. It's like, was the taking action the like initial reach out point, or was the taking action like the actually like booking a first client? Like, at what, like, and anywhere in between? Like, at what point was the taking action? Was the actual
So
like doing it?
so
Because depending on when you define that is like two different times.
not really. Months. Is
Well, okay. So if we're going to be like, it took me
yeah.
months to actually get off
Yeah.
my ass and do something.
Right.
It was
And
there because
Go ahead.
Yeah, and we've talked about this because it's like
Yep.
the phenomenon of like we have these conversations.
Yes.
You go, I believe in you.
Yeah.
You can go do something.
Yes.
You can make some money. You can
Yeah.
actually go do this.
You change
And
your
I'm
life.
like, yeah, I can. I can go do this. Sam
Yes.
believes in me. And like that makes my brain feel good, so I don't actually do anything because Sam's already made my.
It's like you did it.
I'm like, yeah, I'm like Sam believes in me, and then like a week later, Sam's like, did you do anything? I'm like, no, man, but you believe in me. Like, and
Yes. So
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 yeah, for full transparency, it took me what 3 months to actually do something
a little bit more,
from
something in
Feb
that neighborhood. Yeah.
from February until what's February, March, April, May, like
Okay.
end of
Something
May,
like that.
beginning of
Yep.
June, something like
Yep.
that. Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
So and that's with another person, me, outside
Yes.
party, poking
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
regularly, right?
Hey. Hey.
Affiliate owners
Remember when
don't have
poking
that.
people on Facebook was a thing? You could
Yeah, oh
poke someone on
God.
Facebook. Oh,
Classic.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. That's where my brain went.
It's
Continue.
okay. So
Yeah. Affiliate
affiliate
owners.
owners, they don't have that. They got the
Mm-hmm.
playbook and they're like, hey,
Yep.
here's the playbook. It's the playbook. Funny enough, if you follow a playbook, typically it would get you to the thing, right? They don't
Yeah.
have anyone poking them.
Nope.
This is like it's
But it's going to be the same thing. If they're like, I paid $10,000 and they're like, here's the playbook on steroids. Here's step by step exactly what you need to do. They're like, I got it. But
this is
CrossFit's not going to poke them.
no, you're right.
They're like,
At,
we gave them on steroid. There it is.
I agree.
Playbook
I
on
agree.
steroids.
And here's the issue. Here's the issue.
Mm.
CrossFit HQ as a
Yes.
business entity
Yes.
doesn't care if the affiliate owner does the thing,
No.
right? And so, like, in that regard, they don't need things. What they need is to find out why they're distracted and to instead turn that into action, right?
Mm.
Like, that's
so hard.
it's incredibly hard.
That
And like
it's
I'm a
so
person who does this professionally. Like it's incredibly hard. And I even knowing it and running
Yeah.
other people through that paradigm, I get distracted.
Yeah.
Right? And like this is
Yeah.
like why I value having a mentor that helps me like not or get undistracted, let's say, not distracted, but undistracted.
Yeah.
So you've got an entire ecosystem
Mhm.
of potential leads and targets for CrossFit HQ who, because they haven't had that brain breaking moment yet, and because they don't have someone holding them accountable to action or traction, they are falling prey to distraction.
Mhm.
And they will continue to fall prey to distraction, and CrossFit will be there to swipe their credit cards every single time they fall prey to distraction.
You want like let's use an example, right? I'm gonna use an example, and this is not to like I'm gonna keep it like relatively vague, but a good example.
Yep.
You'll get what I mean. Is you own an affiliate.
Yep.
You know that you need to bring more money into your affiliate, which means you either, and again, depending on the situation, you either A, need more members if you don't have many of those, or
Yep.
B, you need to actually charge for the value that you're providing, which
That's
is
one way to do it for sure.
which is a fucking scary conversation. I know
Yes, it
because
is.
I've had said conversation with multiple people,
Yeah.
both other coaches, other affiliate owners, and like also members, former members who like ask the question.
Yeah.
So through one of those two means, you need more money into your thingy. If you want to attract more members, if you want to be able to charge more money for your services, you need to provide the value that equates.
Yes.
Right now, there are gyms that we can argue about, but like let's just say like there are some gyms like they provide this. Where's my fucking camera? This amount of value, but they charge this amount of money.
Yes.
And it's like, well, this needs to come up here.
Yep.
They need to do one of those. But rather than like learning how to do those things, or like, hey, maybe we are missing out on some of the value, and instead of like actually helping people with this, and this, which would bring them about the more value to, I'll use an example. If you were to offer nutrition services in congruence with your membership, is like, hey, this is a 2-part deal. You come in, you get the fitness, but you also get the nutrition, and we're gonna like 1-2 punch this son of a bitch and like change your life.
Yep.
But you're gonna pay $300 a month. I know, so scary. But let's say that's the example. Rather than like learning how to do that, CrossFit's like, you can become a vendor for this protein brand, and that's what's going to fix your shit. And they're like,
Yeah.
Well, of course I should sell that protein. Of course, why not?
Yeah.
Like it's my athletes would love the protein. I love protein. Let's just sell
I love
protein.
protein.
And then you have a shelf of protein, and it's like, cool. You've got 5 members that use it. They buy some protein every once in a while.
Yeah.
Is that providing them more value? Is that making you more money? Maybe.
Maybe.
Probably not. But it's like, but that right there, like figuring out like, oh, got to keep the protein stock. It's like, learn how to serve your people better. I don't like it, but but it's so hard. Like that's because you see the flashy thing. Like
Yeah.
you sell this protein and you get X percentage for like being I'm just gonna say
Ambassador.
vendor, like
Yeah.
an ambassador, whatever it is,
Wholesaler.
an ambassador for wholesale. That's what I was looking for.
Hey.
For being a wholesaler for X brand protein.
Yeah.
And so they're like, okay, so for all the sales, like when I sell X amount of protein, I get X percent kickback. It's the same thing as when people are like, I'm a sponsored athlete. No, you're not. You're an ambassador for a company.
Yeah.
Use code Kevin and you get 10 and Sam gets 10% off the protein. And then I get 25 cents into my athlete account. And then you do that enough times and it maybe adds up something, but they're like, I'm a sponsored athlete. No, you're not. You're an ambassador. It's two different things.
Yeah.
But same idea is like CrossFit being like, hey, this programming over here, this protein ambassador over here, this flashy banner, something of an Instagram post over here. And they're like, yep, that's the thing. It's like, well, if you were to just serve your people the best you can and charge appropriately for it, you'd probably be fine.
Yeah.
But it's all these other things that are distractions. And I'm just trying to like give an example for people for when we say
Absolutely.
like a distraction versus like what's actually going to like move the needle for you.
Absolutely.
It's the same thing as like when you're working out, right? What's going to move the needle? Work fucking harder. It's not your Rich Froning 7mm knee sleeves and your brand new Reebok Legacy lifters that are going to do the damn thing for you. Get under a fucking bar and let's fucking go. Like it's when we're talking moving the needle, like the knee sleeve, wrist wrap, I took my BCAAs, but I had McDonald's for lunch. Like that's the distractions.
That's the athlete version.
That's the athlete version of distractions versus why didn't you just like bury yourself in Fran to the point where like you'd want to die for the next 20 minutes. Yeah. Like it,
Well, and this is why as
put examples on it.
No, I love the example. I think it's a wonderful example. And I think it's a great, I hope this is a helpful peek behind the curtain for people who are not affiliate owners. The everyday people who go to the gym and they're like, oh yeah, why would anything change? Is Kevin going somewhere? Oh, he's not going somewhere? I don't understand what's going on with this CrossFit thing. This is what's going on. Your affiliate, the owner of your affiliate, his life is about to get harder in terms of...
His or her life is about to change in multiple avenues.
Well, if nothing else, there's going to be change. And change is scary, change is unsettling. And so in the next year, things are going to get different. And it remains to be seen what the final version of things will be, for sure. But enough was said by Jay at this summit, and enough stuff is coming out, and you can count on guys like Hiller to be just like
to be on top of it.
Well, if nothing else, they don't care about who's upset about it.
No, and that's one thing that like you can, whether you love Hiller, hate him, feel, I don't know that many people feel indifferent about him. Most people are either one way or the other. As is with polarizing people, but like he's on top of everything that comes out of the CrossFit space. Like anything that is anything worth talking about, and even some stuff that's not worth talking about. Certainly he's on top of it. But it's also like, to play the game, you got to be consistent with your content. And like he's churning out YouTube videos, like a video a day, essentially. Which anyone who knows anything about like video editing and like content creation, like knows how that looks. And so he's putting out the stuff, and like he's more than happy to offer his very unfiltered opinion on it, which you can feel free to agree or disagree with. Sure. But at least he's like very bluntly being like, this is what it fucking is. Like, like it, don't like it. CrossFit's heading towards a franchise model. There it is. Like it, and whether that actually happens, in all but name, but whether that happens or doesn't happen, it like in what exactly the changes are, he's like, this is what's happening. Here's the ugly truth of the deal. And you can feel uncomfy about it. You can take that information and do something about it. You can feel free to click out of his video after 30 seconds because you hate his fucking face. Like he doesn't really care. He's putting the stuff out there, and People that want to do something with it will.
Yep.
People that don't won't. But I think like, and part of the reason maybe that all of this changed, not that it wouldn't be hard regardless, but maybe part of the reason that it seems like just what the fuck, man, is
Yeah.
because CrossFit has been ever changing since 2018. Like literally since the 2018 games ended,
Yeah.
there has been nonstop change every year. We went from 2018 was like what seemed like, at least to me, like I'm gonna say the peak of CrossFit, like in terms of the sport, the participation from the open to like all that good stuff, viewership for the games. um, it was the peak of the whole thing and seemed like everyone was just fucking smashing it.
Yeah.
And then you like as soon as the 2018 games ended was when Greg announced, I don't want to promote the games anymore. Like
Yeah.
we're going to move more towards a CrossFit health thing. So
Yeah.
then main site workouts go from 21:15:9 to practice slips for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And you have the videos that have like workout demos by Austin Malleolo going full psychopath. You have the elderly couple doing deadlifts with milk jugs in their living room
Yep.
for the WOD demos. And again, you have that change happening, and sanctionals happen for 2 years, where
Sanctionals.
regionals go away. We have 2 opens in 1 year,
Yeah.
and the games is like wild. And then COVID happens, and everything like the whole landscape of what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
Rogue fucking cashed in on COVID. I'll tell you what, when they're like,
Yeah.
we don't have any barbells in stock.
Want to get on a
It blew my
waiting
mind.
list?
Fucking hell. You want a concept 2 rower? Fuck you. It was this was one of the funniest stories. Like I went because I was like, oh, maybe there'll be a rower somewhere. On
Mhm.
Facebook Marketplace,
Yeah.
this person, oh, scary place, had a PM1, like Model 1
Hmm.
concept 2 rower.
Yeah.
Like thing looked rough. Like it's been used. It's like a decade old, like 10, 12 years old.
Easy decade.
Easy decade old. You want to know how much he was asking for?
3,500.
You're not too far off. It's 3,200 he was asking.
Wow.
I was like, are you, what? But it's because he's like, I have it. So if you
Yeah.
want it here, because if you had to get on a wait list for 12 months for a Concept 2 rower because
Yeah.
they were sold out. All
Yeah.
of Rogue's barbells, even their like $1,000 barbells, sold
Yep.
out. I went
Yep.
on to Eleiko, which if anyone that is in the sport of weightlifting knows what Eleiko is, they are some sexy barbells.
That's
They
so
are
nice.
nice. Have you ever used one?
Yes.
Oh,
There
like
was one Eleiko bar at Medfield, and it was butter.
do a snatch with an Eleiko barbell, and like your soul will transcend. You'll be like, I could die happy now because I did
Yeah.
this one snatch with this. Oh, it's amazing. Anyways, their most expensive barbell, their competition Olympic weightlifting barbell is like $7,000.
Yeah.
They were sold out
Yeah.
of their 7,000. I was like, what is happening?
Yeah.
So all the equipment manufacturers, everyone's like, home gym, baby. Anyways, that all happened. Then we start getting back into it, and we're like doing classes outside, and people are trying to like get their equipment back from leasing it to their members or lending it out to their members, and like, let's see if I can ask for a barbell back. And
Every affiliate knows how that went.
that was something.
10% reduction in gym inventory.
Well, where'd all my 50-pound dumbbells go? Fuck. And so you have that happen, but then like CrossFit changes ownership to like Eric Rosa steps in, and all
Yeah.
this fun stuff happens. The competition season changes from sanctionals back to semifinals, and then let's add quarterfinals in, and then Eric Rosa fucks off and like just drops off the face of the earth, and then now it's just like, who's the CEO? I don't know, Dave Castro for 5 minutes, and then and then Dave's no longer CEO. Now it's like Don Fall coming in. Then it's like, you know,
It's been a
it's
lot.
changed. It's
It's
been a
been a lot.
lot of like just what is happening.
Yeah.
And so like they hit us this year with like, we're changing quarterfinals again and the structure of the competition season again.
Yeah.
And then but also we're doing a franchise mod. It's like it's just been from the end of 2018, when the games ended, like end of August.
Mhm.
It's just been constant, nonstop change.
Yeah.
In multiple avenues for CrossFit since then. And I feel like that also just adds to it, where we're just like, when is it just going to be a normal year? Can we just do the thing without like something that feels like, even if it doesn't really affect people? Because let's be honest, if they're like, let's add quarterfinals, take
Yep.
away sanctionals, and add semifinals, for 99.9% of humans, that affects Not a single thing.
Yeah.
It affects nothing.
Yeah.
But yet people still lose their minds because
I
it's
know.
change. And even if it doesn't affect you, change is uncomfy.
Yeah.
And so even if there are things that were changing about CrossFit that didn't really affect things, or even if it really was like, hey, we're just going to keep doing the thing, nothing really changes
Yeah.
because it seemed like change, felt like change, from the outside looked like change.
Mm-hmm.
It's just been like, how many years have we been? 7? No, that's bad math. No, almost 6 years of just constant change.
Yeah. It's been a
Makes
lot.
it. Yeah.
Also, thank you for coming to Kevin's TED Talk.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Thanks for coming to Kevin's TED Talk. Thanks for having a look behind the curtains of what goes on in affiliate. Thanks for having a look behind the curtain of what happens during like a business call between me and Sam. Thanks for coming to see like, hey, Kevin's up on his high horse, like throwing lightning bolts, but he also took 4 months before he got off his fucking ass and did something.
It's okay. Like,
but also it's the same thing. Like you said this in a previous podcast when I hit you with like, hey, Sam, when you first finished your level 1, you didn't know not to do a banded strict pull-up. And you were like, fuck, that's right. I forget what it's like to not know what I don't know. And so
that's
same thing, like I'm sitting here very passionate about like, do the thing, having forgotten that like literally 6 months ago, I wasn't doing the thing.
It's amazing what can change in 6 months, right?
Dude, it again, if you just do something, it is.
Yeah.
That's why I like the phrase you hit me with, like, go fast, break things, And when we started our football club, which for those who don't know, like I am partial owner of a football club now. Yay, go me.
Yeah.
Just doing things and working multiple avenues of stuff. But it's like we were going back and forth about like, well, which league, and do we go with a league, or do we just go as like a development club, and like, do we do this and do we do that? And I was like, listen, how much is it to register for like which league? If we're doing a league, which league? And someone's like UPSL. I was like, sick. What's the registration? Cost this much. Awesome. Hit the go button. Like, go fast, break things. Like, if we register for the UPSL, people know what that league is. We can get players in. Like, let's worry about the how we market it later, because there's nothing to market if we're not doing anything.
Yeah.
So I said, I was like, sometimes you have to go fast, break things. Let's do it. And like, everyone was like, okay. And so we did it. And then I was like, look at that. We have a club now. Like we do things. Now let's do things. And so it's been, picking up since.
Good.
But it's like at some point you have to like hit the go button and see where it takes you.
Well, I mean,
so
imperfect action will always trump perfect inaction, and we can, and I say we, I mean humans, we can talk ourselves out of any number of things just by considering things that you want to do,
Yep.
Tasturbation is another way to describe that. That one's for you.
Yeah.
All right.
Just because
Oh yeah, we've been yakking about this for 57 minutes. I think we're about ready to put a ball on it. If you listen to this, go tell your affiliate owner you love them, and give them a hug. Because
buy them a coffee.
Buy them a coffee. Their life's going to get complicated.
Yeah.
And like hit us up in the comments. Like, let us know what you think. If you think we're full of crap, or if you know something that we don't, we'd be happy to talk about an anonymous source. That'd be fun too.
Oh, very much so. If you got information, give us the information. We'll more than happy to make ourselves look stupid, even more so than we already do.
Absolutely.
But also, like, if you have an affiliate owner and they're pooping their pants a little bit, not knowing what's going to happen, and they want someone to talk to, you can also send them our way. Like this, we enjoy doing this. This is why we do what we do.
And more to the point, we're very fortunate to be relatively well connected. We can get them connected to other people who can help them.
Exactly. Absolutely. So like, if, again, same as we've always said, if we can't help them, between the two of us, we know someone who can.
For sure. All right. That's it. Everybody, thank you for listening. We'll be back next week. We'll talk about something different. And other than that, enjoy Thanksgiving if you're in America. If you're not in America, eat a big turkey. Find a turkey, learn what it is, eat a big turkey, it'll change your life. And we will see everybody on the flip side. See y'all.